All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and you other elders out there that rule well. All right, blessings to the elect of YAHAWAH, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and blessings and salutation to you Akim out there across the four corners, enduring this truth and sincerely preaching this truth and teaching this truth and enduring this truth once again, because we're almost out of here. We just got to keep fighting, keep on fighting. Yeah, man. A real quick lesson over order. You know, I talked to the bro just got here. I was like, yeah, I got to put up a lesson. And then a precept popped in my head, and you know how the spirit go. One thing led to another. 1 second, I got to get this frankincense going. Y'all might be able to smell it from where y'all at. Nothing wrong with a little frankincense. But yeah, it's all beautiful. We getting our heritage back, you know? We getting our heritage back, the things we were normally into, the ways that we were keeping. All of that is coming back, man. But with that, what we have? Order. Order is important. All right? Order is, can we get the etymology on that right quick? Order is important. Order keeps things going. All right? Order keeps things from breaking. Okay? Orders keep things flowing, man. Like they say, like a well oiled machine. If that machine doesn't have oil, the gears is going to rust, and they're going to break when they, you know what I'm saying, touching each other eventually. All right, they're going to bring damage to one another, and that's what lack of order brings. Okay, it brings damage to whatever establishment is established. All right, if you don't properly order a architect, okay, you take an architecture, if they don't properly put things in order when they're building a foundation or building a building or whatever, you know what's going to happen? That building could collapse, okay, because they didn't go through the proper order and the proper steps of making sure that it was strengthened, man. You try to do shortcuts and skip, you know what I'm saying? It's not good.
Hey, just to add to that, you know, that's why when you come in this truth, you don't just jump, you know what I'm saying? You don't jump to the top. Yeah. You know, your foundation is an order. You got to build your foundation, you know, and you know, of course, the Most High order the rest of it. You know, you can't just jump straight into Daniel when you get into this truth.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? You have to build your foundation, have your foundation built. You have to be, really, it's about being, you got your integrity has to be there. You know, you got that perseverance, which is being diligent, because that's the way you build your foundation. If you don't have a solid foundation, there's no way that you can properly teach this truth. You know, and that's a beautiful thing that we're going into this order, man.
That's kind of dope how the smoke is like in front of the camera.
So this is the etym online for the word order, and it has, you know, a couple of definitions. But this is the noun version. It says the early 13th century body of persons living under a religious discipline. From Old French, ordre, which is position, estate, rule, regulation, religious order.
So let's say you're talking about basketball. They say a rule, right? You got rules. If things is out of order in basketball, what's going to happen? Fouls, technical fouls, people going to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? You just let them bang. Dude get knocked out. Now they got to put a backup in. It's going to be out of order. Hey, the shit that happened with the Pacers and the Pistons, was it?
Yeah.
That shit was out of order. Fucking Meta World Peace was out of order for laying down on the table. The other motherfucker was out of order for throwing a beer at him. And then he was out of order. You see how one thing led to another? And he went in the stands, then they, everybody banging and, you know? All right? Because order wasn't kept, man. Okay? And it said position. All right? So you, like the brother said, you come into this truth, you don't just jump to the top. All right, you have a position and a part you have to play, and if the Lord elevates you, He elevates you. If not, then He doesn't. You know, just do whatever your position is. Do it in sincerity and truth, man. Let another man praise you. Okay.
Hey, this is gonna complement what you just said. This is from the 11th century, from earlier ordained, from Latin ordenum, which says row, line, rank, series, pattern, arrangement, routine.
It's a pattern. That's
Pattern.
beautiful. Because what does the scripture tell us? When it say, teach this to your sons and your sons' sons, your children's and your children's children. So you're handing that way of life down, man. Like Mufasa and Simba, all right? He took him up there. Look, everything the light touches is our kingdom. You know what I'm saying? That was part of building him up to take over when Mufasa was whenever he was gone, however he was gone, man. And that's a way. That's order. All right, it wasn't any and everybody a priest. The Levites was the priest, and the Levite men taught their Levite children the proper order to be a Levite. So as they grew and grown, they could teach their, and it kept going, man. It was that pattern. Yep. Okay,
I got you real quick. This is
and when things are in order, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a pattern of numbers in a sequence of 1, but it's in order. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. You know, like that. It's a pattern and it's in order.
Kind. This is Deuteronomy 11 and 18. I'm kind of go through it.
Go ahead.
It says, therefore shall you lay up these my words in your heart and in your soul, and bind them for a sign upon your hand, that they may be as frontlets between your eyes, and ye shall teach them your children, speaking of them, when thou sittest down in thine house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up. And thou shalt write them upon the doorposts of thine house and upon thy gates, that your days may be multiplied in the days of your children in the land of which the Lord sware unto your fathers to give them, as the days of heaven upon the earth.
And that's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. You teach it. You keep that in memory. You keep that around. Make that a memorabilia so it's always there. We lost our heritage. But now we're getting it back, man.
Hey, you know why? You know, Salakia, you know why? Because the way things is ran now in this day and age opposes the scripture that I just read, which goes with things being out of order.
Yeah.
You know, that the women ain't ordering the house right. The children are just barbaric. They doing whatever they want. You know, the father's being pushed out the household. So everything is jacked up, man.
Esau has systematically turned everything upside down, man.
You know, and this is why the law, statutes, and the commandments of YAHAWASHI is not upheld, because of just what the brother said. It's, Esau systematically, fucked up the order of YAHAWASHI.
Yeah, on purpose.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately he didn't distort them because it's part of the Most High's plan. But as mortal men, he fucked it up. Esau fucked it up, man. And our people, they follow suit. Yeah, exactly. They follow. Really, I would say they follow power.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
And really, this truth is more powerful than Esau. But being logical in this society, Esau and his money and his ways is it trumps.
That's why the scriptures talk about the wisdom of this world. That's what they follow.
Exactly.
They follow the wisdom of this world. We don't. We ain't got time for that. Because the Lord has called us, man. And Lord willing, we endure, man. All right, let's get to the...
I got you. This is the book of 1 Corinthians 14.
Go ahead and bring it down,
in verse 40. It says, let all things be done decently and in order. All right? Just like you were saying, man, the Lord, he requires... That's why we have there's a ranking system. You see? We have the apostles. Then we have elders that are under them. And then you have... the captains and so on and so forth, because those that are apostles and elders, it says that they have to rule over us in the spirit.
Yep.
You see? Because we can't come out in this truth and just think we know it all. We have somebody to teach us this truth so we can do it decently and in order. Yep. And the Lord didn't miss nothing, man. But he also said that's a commandment. Let everything be done decently and in order. Don't do nothing out of place. Out of time, be patient and play your role, man.
Yep.
That's what it's
With
about.
thy mouth, don't be rash with your action.
Because why would it say in the book of Ecclesiasticus, before every enterprise, seek counsel? Because that's the order, man.
Yeah.
Because you might think that you're right. It says a man that think he's right, but at the end, the ways of death. Roughly paraphrasing. Because if you skip order and don't go and seek guidance or counsel, you could be going off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I wanted to. She about to fuck everything up. I wanted to I wanted to take a trip, man. Okay? I wanted to take a trip, and the brothers were like, nah, because we got other stuff that we need to do. And if you go do that and you ain't did this first, then it don't make sense. I'm like, okay, I didn't get off, man, I'm a grown-ass man. Nah, it's not about that. It is not about that. It's about order. I could have went against what he said, got on a damn plane, and the motherfucker crashed. But I could have went with what he said, not got on a plane, and then that plane crashed. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was like, oh, that, you know, you never know. So that's why you got to seek counsel, man. It's important to keep order. All right.
Yeah, you got to do things right, man.
All right. So we gonna
we want to wait on this.
Yeah. No. Get the Exodus. We're gonna do the Sirach last because that's what's gonna bring in the Hebrew.
You want from the Giddy?
Nah. I think it started about 17.
It says when they
Yeah, 17.
All right, yeah. This is Exodus 18, in verse 17. It says, and Moses' father-in-law said unto him, the thing that thou doest is not good. Thou wilt surely wear away both thou and this people that is with thee, for this thing is too heavy for thee.
It's too heavy. You can't judge every single situation. Okay, you can't sit there and judge every single situation because you're gonna lose your mind. All right, you're gonna really lose your mind because it's gonna be too much. You know, like I said, it's too heavy for thee. You know, hey, if you can, just like stay on that side because we're recording right now, and I put this up over there. So yeah, you know, it'll be too much. You know, you got 100 people coming to you with 100 different problems. That's gonna be hard to deal with. All right, especially if you got to think about the proper judgment of the situation. Go ahead.
It says, it says, thou art not able to perform it thyself alone. Hearken now unto my voice. I will give thee counsel, and the Most High shall be with thee. Be thou for the people to Godward, that thou mayest bring the causes unto the Most High. And thou shalt teach them ordinances and laws, and shall shew them
ordinances. Order.
It says, and thou shalt shew them the way wherein they must walk, and the work that they must do. Moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear Yahawah.
Able men, not anybody, not Jerome from down the street, Tyrone on the basketball team. Able men. All right. When you hire somebody to construct anything for you, you want the proper people to do it. All right. You want to make sure somebody's experiencing what they doing, so when they build whatever you want built, that it don't just crumble, man. You have somebody, just anybody build you a chair. They don't know what they doing, but you like, hey, I give you $100, you make me a chair. They gonna take that 100. They didn't have to say they didn't know what they doing. I'm gonna make that 100. You know what I'm saying? You go sit in the chair, boom, bust your ass. All right, because they was not able to perform what you needed to have done properly. Okay, that's why I said get able men. You want to get the definition of able? Go ahead.
Yeah, I grab it. The Hebrew word for able is is chayal, which is strength, might, efficiency, wealth, army, strength, ability.
The ability and efficient, man. All right, the fact of being efficient at something, having an effect on it, man. All right. Yes, you can have a bad and a good effect, but you want to be efficient in the proper way, the positive way. All right, you can be an asshole efficiently, all right, or you can be super duper caring efficiently. Like it's, you know, but who wants to be known as the asshole? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. All right, go ahead, bro.
Yeah, that's pretty much just keeps repeating.
Yeah.
Back in Exodus 18 and 21, it says, moreover, thou shalt provide out of all the people able men, such as fear Yahawah.
Yep, such as fear the Most High. Give him reverence. Okay, the whole duty of man is what? Fear the Most High and keep the commandments. That's what the scriptures say. Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, in the 13th and 14th verse.
It says, men of truth, hating covetousness, and place such over them to be rulers of thousands and rulers of hundreds, rulers of fifties and rulers of tens. And that's like we were saying, that's why you have apostles, then you have elders, then you have captains, so on and so forth,
Yeah, he might have a problem. He'll come to me, and then if I can't deal with it, I go to the brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, that way the brother ain't gotta have 3-4 brothers calling and calling and calling. And he got lessons he gotta put up. All right, he got things he gotta study. He got even things outside of that he gotta do. So it like the scripture said, it'd be too heavy, man. But that's why everybody gotta be in tune. All right, everybody gotta play their part. So if you need to play your part, you can be in tune and give the proper decision on something. We had a situation last week. A brother wanted to do something. It was pretty much storming. What he needed to do was somewhat important. All right. And I say somewhat because the Lord had an exit to it. Like you say, he ain't gonna put you through nothing. The Lord had a way out from it. And the brother, the elder brother wasn't there, so I had to give the go ahead or the non-go ahead. So I had to make that decision, and I'm sitting there thinking. I'm like, nah, this ain't cool. Da, 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 da. And it played out how it played out, and guess what? Everything went smooth, man. Everything went smooth. But if I would have been like, dang, he really, he looking all sad. He want to really do this and do, and then I would have just went ahead, all right, go ahead, do that. And then something would happen to the brother. You know how it's going to make me feel? Okay. The elder brother, he going to get on me. All right, but that's why you got to play your part properly, man. All right, you got to keep the order. Keep that order.
It says, and let them judge the people.
And that's why he said, get able men, fear the Most High, men of the, keep the law basically. And, they had a good resume.
Hey, matter of fact, let me get more into this word able, BAHASHAM. It says, let me get into the lexicon of it. It says, probably a force, whether of men, means of other resources, an army, wealth, virtue, valor, strength, and that goes into, sometimes you got to make tough decisions. Yeah. Everything's not going to fit to brothers' emotions. You know what I'm saying? Our brother feel this way. Okay, well, yeah, like you said, brother, yeah, go ahead, bro. Because just because, we do love our brothers, you don't want to see a brother down, but at the same time, you got to make a logical and spiritual decision. Whether it's something that you carnally like or not, things got to be done, man.
Logic over emotion, man. All right, logic over emotion.
Why would it say, what if some did not believe?
Yeah.
Just because you don't carnally believe the scriptures or the prophecies, that don't mean it's going. You know what I'm saying? It's logical for these things to happen if you want a kingdom.
We are emotional creatures. Yeah. Men and women.
But we got to put that shit to the side.
Who has more emotion? Who has more logic? Is that just the scriptures tell you what it is?
The weaker vessel.
It doesn't call them the weaker vessel, but that's because everybody got a part to play in these two Hebrew words. We're going to get into it, man.
Reading on in this Exodus, it says, and let them judge the people at all seasons. And it shall be that every great matter they shall bring unto thee, but every small matter they shall judge.
So the small things they can handle. If something is too crazy, then they can come to you. And like I was watching the brothers in Des Moines. They did a video similar to this, and they brought out the fact how how Paul, he was a big dog, so to speak. But when things got too crazy, he went to Peter for guidance on the situation, man. He didn't I got this, I can do this, No, he went to, I ain't sure about this. Let me go double check with the person who had rule over him.
All right. Then it says, but every small matter they shall judge, so it shall be easier for thyself, and they shall bear the burden with thee.
Yeah, bear it with you. Bear it with you. And that's what it's about. The scriptures tell you that in Hebrews, man. Go to we gonna go to Hebrews. I think it's 13 and 3. It might be 4. Try 3 though.
13 and 3.
Well, you can start at 1.
Yeah, I start from 1. This Hebrews 13 and 1. says, let brotherly love continue.
Simple, go ahead.
Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares. Remember them that are in bonds, as bond with them, and them which suffer adversity, as being yourselves also in the body.
So you feel how they feel.
Okay.
All right, that you can, like I just said, you can have that burden with them, man. All right, and that's another lesson I want to do about being in tune, man. This is not a fucking basketball team where you come to practice when you want to. If coach ain't letting you get your way, you fuck the team. Put me on the bench then. Like, no, you're not doing this for man. Everything you do is for YAHAWASHI. I can buy this brother a fucking car right now. All right? Yes, he's benefiting from it, but it's me showing brotherly love or showing charity, you know what I'm saying, or giving alms, whatever you're doing, it's all because he said so.
Okay.
The Heavenly Father says so, man. All right?
The scripture.
What? Where do you go like?
Because, hey, now I got to get it. Because it says, I'm going to just get it, bro. I don't even want to quote it. I want to get it. Yeah.
Get that, and then we're going to get in that Sirach. Bring these Hebrews out. I know it's over 15 minutes, so we're just going to upload it from the laptop.
It's Wisdom of Solomon.
Where'd it go like?
It says,
I'm about to get it.
I'm going to just go ahead and get it, man. I had to just quote it. I know it's in Wisdom of Solomon, but no, it says the Lord ordereth all things in general. That may be Sirach. It says the Lord ordereth all things in general, man. I gotta get it, man. I still gotta get it.
Sirach 18:1.
18:1. Gone.
That's the body.
Okay, no, it don't say that. I'm still gonna get it though. It's Sirach 18:1. It says, "He that liveth forever created all things in general." So I misquoted it, but he does order all things in general.
Go ahead, keep reading.
It says, "The Lord only is righteous, and there is none other but He. Who governeth the world with the palm of His hand, and all things obey His will. For He is the King of all, by His power dividing holy things among them from profane. To whom hath He given power to declare His works? And who shall find out His noble acts? Who shall number the strength of His majesty? And who shall also tell out His mercies?"
Yeah, so it mentioned that he created all things, and all things obey Him.
God.
So whatever the Most High wants to happen is going to happen. All right? You here, but you not here. You're still a puppet, basically. The Lord already know who made it. Like the brother brought out a fire point one time. He said, when you're reading about the prophecies and stuff, these are things that already happened, but they just ain't happened yet. Okay? You know what I'm saying? So America's already destroyed. The elect is already saved. The place is already prepared for us, as he said. Yeah. Like these is things that already happened, man. Okay? Our big brother Yahawashi already came back in the chariot as the way he left. Quote unquote UFO, man. All of these things already happened. It just hasn't played out yet, man. All right?
Hey, that's why.
Because what? Order. The Lord set it up a certain way in a certain order to happen. And He's not going to go against that order, man. Because He set it up. He don't make mistakes, man. He don't make mistakes.
God. Hey, no, when you said that, I was just thinking about how certain people are born with deficiencies and things like that. The Most High didn't make a mistake. That's
it's judgment from their past life. That's just, that's how, hey, you just worry about you, give praise and glory that He didn't do you certain ways, you know what I'm saying? Like me, I wish I could have a full beard. My stuff is patchy. Hey, oh well.
Still got a beard.
I got one, and even if you don't, it's just how, certain, like the Reubenites don't really grow beards like that. That's just how the Lord got things set up. Does that make them a non-Israelite or a super Israelite if they're a Reubenite growth? No, it's how the Lord set things up, man. Just worry about the truth. Worry about keeping order. That's what you do. All right.
Did you want me to finish that etymology on that?
Nah.
Okay.
It's kind of, brothers can look it up. We ain't IUIC.
Definitely them niggas, man. Okay, no, so like, you want to get the scripture?
I'll get the what you call it.
So one of them motherfuckers.
Turn it sideways. Oh yeah.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 26 and verse 16. It says, or did you want to get the definitions first?
No. We can get that.
Okay, come. This is Ecclesiasticus 26 and 16. It says, as the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
So like, go ahead and read that again.
It says, as the sun when it ariseth in the high heaven, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
Yeah, do you know? I just seen this picture the other day. There's an artist out there, and every year, I think it only happened like once a year, but he goes to these railroad tracks, and when he goes to the railroad tracks, I don't know if it's once a year or maybe more, but he goes to the railroad tracks every so often because there's a certain time throughout the year that the sun, when it rises, as it said, it reflects off the train tracks. And the way it reflects off the train tracks, it just looks like the train tracks, it lights them up like a burnt orange and a blue, like man, it's crazy. And it looks like it goes like into the sun type deal. But he waits and sits there for that time when the sun rises just to take that picture, man. All right? So the sun rising ain't just no ordinary stuff, man. That's a beautiful thing. It's a creation of the Most High. It didn't mention it in Genesis, the first chapter, for no reason. That is a light for the day, man. Imagine like the eclipse. If it was an eclipse all over the earth, there's no light. Except that, you do have an aura around the earth that you will see a little bit, but it's still darkness. Nobody wants to just imagine just being in darkness. Like they be talking about, what's that, solitary confinement, the small ass box with no light and all of that. They be going crazy in there, man. They be going crazy in those situations. So light is definitely important. Light is positive. All right. But, and what did it say about the next part?
It says, so is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house.
So is the beauty of a good wife in the ordering of her house. Now, does that mean that she ruled the house? Does that mean that she's the head of the house? Does that mean what the wife say goes? No, it's not talking about that. It's talking about order.
God.
Her playing her part, first of all, and having things in order around the house. That is natural for a woman. If not, it's just supposed to be. All right. Some are more ordering than others, but you definitely don't want no damn woman that just don't do shit around the house. It'll be horrible. It'll stress you out.
That's why I say she goes down and down pleases.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah, because
So now we're going to get the Hebrew words Abba and Amma, or Amma. All right.
I got Abba first.
Mm-hmm.
All right. This is the ancient Hebrew.org. Okay. In the word for Amma, it's like Abba. It says the Hebrew word Abba is spelled with 2 Hebrew letters.
I'm just gonna show it on here. Show up.
It says Alap, and the Bayath. In the Hebrew, the word Alap means ox, and the original pictograph of this letter is an image of an ox head, which represents the idea of strength. The Bayath, a Hebrew word meaning tent or home, is an image of a tent, the home. When the meaning of these 2 letters are combined, we have the strength of the tent. And the descriptive of tent poles, which provide strength to the tent, as the Bayath can also represent the home, this word also means the strength of the home and is the Hebrew word for father.
Bam. There you have it.
Strength of the home.
So you got Ah, which is for the ox, the strength. Okay. Allah. Then you got Ba, which is short for Bayath. All right. Which is the house. Right.
Yep.
So once you put them together, you got the strength of the house, which is also the word for father. He is the strength of the house. He's the protector. All right. He's the beneficiary. You know, he's all of that. Okay. He's the head of the house. Right. So let's what it says for the next one.
All right. Now this is for Amah. It says the Hebrew word Amah is spelled Alap-ma. In the original pictograph script, the letter Alap is the ox head representing strength. The Hebrew letter Ma, a word meaning water, in Hebrew is an image of water. When combined, these two letters mean strong water, which is glue and is the Hebrew word for mother, the one who is the glue of the family.
She's the glue of the family. That's order. So you got the strength of the house, and then you got the glue of the house. All right, like when we was younger and we was in, elementary and shit, we had to make them popsicle stick houses and stuff. The strength was the wood, right? That was the foundation. That was what was needed. But the glue is what kept it together, man. You know?
Yeah.
That glue is what kept it together. And they both needed each other, so to speak. They both needed each other to properly order the house. All right. Now, of course, things today is way out of order. All right. I'm not saying, you do got some women out there that are trying to get their shit together. Trying to get up out of America. But most of the women,
most of them,
they don't have that water. They only got the ox head. They just because they not the glue. All right.
Hey, just like we was briefly speaking on before we turned the camera on. It's as far as the women in this day and age, they don't live in the Bible days.
Yeah.
They don't believe that they should follow the man. They don't believe the man should have order over them. They could do what they want. And like to compliment what the brother was saying, that's why everything is out of whack now, man. Everything is crazy because the women they follow the power of Esau. Esau gives them liberation to do what the hell they want.
Yeah, they use that glue for other things.
Because
I was
for their tracks.
Yeah.
Just joking, but no, seriously.
For their nails.
Yeah, but seriously.
Or their eyelashes.
They don't want to keep the order of YAHAWASHI, man.
And I mean, part of it is, the thing is, a man can survive on his own. Women can't. And I say that in the sense of not these times where they can go to Esau for everything, But a man, let's say when martial law kicks off, because it's going to happen. Who you think the women going to be looking for?
Yep.
Who you think the women going to be looking for, and what you think the man's going to be doing? The woman going to be looking for the man, but the man going to be worried about surviving. All right? All of that fucking, if you ain't got making six figures, or this type of car, or these type of shoes, or whatever, that shit is going to be out the window. If you ain't already ate the fucking shoes. Because it's going to be a famine. All right? It's going to be a famine. I tell you, when we was trapped up on Masada, they was eating, leather and shit. Leather belts. All right? It's going to get bad out here, man. But that's why you got to keep order to make sure YAHAWASHI protect you and yours in that day, man. You can't be worried about Tommy household. Fuck them. Them niggas want to be fucking Roman, Roman Catholics or whatever. Let them niggas be that, man. Muhammad, he black and above, he a nigga, but his name's Muhammad because his dad went to jail and he found Allah. Now Muhammad Muhammad Thomas or something like that. You got a regular ass last name,
Muhammad Thomas.
but you serving Allah. Let them be Muslims, man. Don't worry about their household. Hey, do what you're supposed to do. You keep your order. Don't be, don't be. I was gonna say, don't be rocked to and fro, but be persuaded in your own mind. Know what you in this for, man. Go ahead, you got a precept, bro?
Just real quick. Ecclesiasticus 36 and 24
Go ahead,
says, "He that getteth the wife beginneth a possession, a help like unto himself, and a pillar of rest." So that goes with a woman being the glue.
Yeah.
All right. Not like we were saying as well. A man shouldn't have to go to work and work all day, and come home to madness.
Yeah.
Everything's out of whack. The kids are, they're tearing everything up. And the woman is just sitting there. A man shouldn't have sitting there. Yeah, nowadays Facebook and Twitter, all these different social media sites or whatever these. A man shouldn't have to come home. That's stressful, man.
She just got done shaking her ass in the bathroom. She uploading a video.
Yeah, it says a pillar of rest. That's not a pillar of rest.
Yeah.
Because when you get home and you see this type of stuff, it's like, God damn. Now I already have to deal with Esau. Now I got to deal with this.
Then you say something.
Then
she feel like you ain't over her. So she say something back. Then you like, fuck that. You ain't having that. Now y'all arguing.
Yeah.
But if she would have did her shit, everything would have been cool.
Yeah, exactly. You're supposed to be a pillar of rest. You're not supposed to be putting more stress on a man's heart or his mind when he comes home, man.
Yeah. The scriptures even tell you that. Tell you to lay off the heaviness of thy heart, of thy mind. As far as anybody, you don't beat yourself up. Basically, you know what I'm saying, and that's why this truth, the scriptures is known as a comforter, man. All right, you got questions, you can go to the scriptures. You go to a brother too, because they should tell you out of the scriptures.
That's just like you said with bearing each other's burdens. Being like that brother. The brother's going through something, because the first thing Akim is going to do when you come to him, they're going to go into the scriptures.
Yeah.
That's going to give you a peace of mind, and you're going to get some spiritual guidance on how you should handle a certain situation, and then that should comfort you. That should bring some type of peace to you, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all we got. That's all we got is the scriptures and Akim, man. You see, we're not gonna go to Esau and be like, oh well, I don't know what to do, because Esau don't give a damn about you, man. The brothers do. You see, your woman loves you, of course, but the brothers they're gonna give you that with that spiritual advice through the scriptures. That's how they show love to you, man. And that love is more important than the love that your woman can give you, the love that your parents or this world. That's why we run to the brothers before we run to anything else.
And just what? Like in that's order.
Corinthians, yeah,
that's
it's just like Corinthians.
Get that.
I'm going to snatch it up. Gone.
Yeah, that's order. It's shit that the bros know about me that my mom don't know or my dad don't know. Hey, so.
This is 1 Corinthians 6:1. It says, "Dare any of you having a matter against another?"
Dare any of you? Like you really got the audacity?
It says, "Go to the law before the unjust and not before the saints. Do ye not know that the saints shall judge the world? Mm-hmm. And if the world should be judged by you, are you unworthy to judge the smallest matters? Know ye not that we shall judge angels? How much more the things that pertain to this life?"
Yeah. Dare any of you go to the law of the unjust? I was just talking with a guy last night about child support. Like, why the mother and the father can't come together on their own and have an agreement? Exactly. Why you want to go through the state? Who want to go through the state? You ain't. No, it's not, because it's not it's not about the money. It's about them hurting you financially. That's what satisfies them. That's what satisfies them. The fact that you gotta work, and then if you don't work, your license get taken. You can end up going to jail, serving time. It's just, this place is not for us men, dog. The only place that is for us is just truth, by the spirit, power, and grace and mercy of YAHAWASHI. All right, so hey, keep order, man. keep order. Keep order. Because the times that we're coming into is not the time to be high-minded. It's not the time to be thinking that you got it all. All right? Listen to your elders. Listen to brothers that's, above you. Listen to the apostles and elders, Like, men are not here just to be here, You about to get something?
Yeah. It says, I can never remember where it said exactly. It says, better is he that,
You just quoted, bro.
Don't lead your life without a guide,
Mm-hmm.
That's why like your brother said, that's why the Most High set men up. He set certain men up to be able to take care of these situations.
Yeah.
Because we can't run to the Most High every time. Most High. We gotta go through the ranks. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do everything right. Because if you don't do it right, let's say things do go wrong, even when you go through the proper channels, at least you know you did it how you were supposed to do it. Yeah. Because the Most High may have you in a situation to where you're supposed to go through it, even if you do bring it to brothers and say, how should I,
Yeah.
That's just your lot.
Because I was about to say, of course you can go to the Most High for any and everything, but the brothers is there. So if he don't answer you, of course, like, won't you, that's what the brothers is there for. Now, you can pray to YAHAWASHI that they give you, proper guidance on a certain situation and things of that nature. Of course. Hey, the Most High is there, the Akim is there, the Spirit is here. All right, hey, with that, I want to give all praises to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH. All right, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, the elders that rule well. And blessings to the elect of Yasha, which are the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. And blessings and salutations to you, Akim out there enduring this truth and sincerity. Looking forward to getting out of this place, Babylon. All right? Shalom.
Shalom.